funky beat. Sun is shining, Rachel brings the heat. Wake up CEO, we're on repeat. Chicago, Sun Up City on the go. Rachel L. Gary on the radio. Tune in quick, hear the power flow. Wake up CEO, it's your daily show. Wake up, start the day with zeal. Rachel's got the vibe, that's the real deal. CEO, it's time to feel the thrill. Morning grind, press play and chill. From the windy city, bringing major vibes. Rachel on the mic, keeping lives revived. Radio Chicago, where dreams arise. Wake up CEO to the skies. No more snooze button, no more delay. Rachel's voice making waves today. Feel the energy Chicago way. Wake up CEO, rise and sway. Wake up, start the day with zeal. Rachel's got the vibe, that's the real deal. CEO, it's time to feel the thrill. Morning grind, press play and chill. Wake up, start the day with zeal. Hey, Rachel's got the vibe, that's the real deal. CEO, it's time to feel the thrill. Morning grind, press play and chill.
This is Dr. Carolyn Stevens, the CEO of the BHC Media Group. And when you are looking for a strategy for self-leadership, get aligned with Wake Up CEO with host Rachel L. Gary every Wednesday from 3 to 5 p.m.
You know what time it is? Every Wednesday, 3 to 5, my Radio Chicago, Rachel L. Gary in the building. Wake up, CEO, let's go! Wake up, go some set that tone. Wake up, every step you take, you claim that throne. Wake up, no more doubt, no time to stall. Wake up, boss up now, go get it on. Wake up, stay locked in, make it happen. Wake up, stay locked in. Wake up, stay locked in, make it happen. Wake up, stay locked in. Wake up. I ain't waiting, now I go and take it. Built this from the ground, no way they break it. Consistency, my secret, watch me make it. Got that boss talk, now I ain't faking no. Look, set the goal, now I'm grabbing the goal. And put in the work, now I'm taking control. The vision so clear, yeah, I already know. Every step I take, I'm ready to blow. Wake up, set that tone. Every step you take, you claim that throne. No more doubt, no time to stall. You boss up now, go get it all. Let's go, stay locked in, make it happen. Make it happen. Let's go, stay locked in, make it happen. Make it happen. No handouts, yeah, I made my way. Built my brand, now I paved my lane out. Turn my losses into lessons. Now my grind got no recession. Yeah, they talk about chance, but I make my own. Yeah, I ain't waiting for fate, got a future to own. Yeah, every setback, just part of the game, gay game. But now I'm up and they know my name. Wake up, stay locked in, make it happen. Wake up, stay locked in, make it happen. Wake up, stay locked in, make it happen. Wake up, stay locked in. Wake up. Success so sexy, put the work in flexi. Late nights, no rest, but now my vision's hefty. They doubted, they laughed, now they watch from the back. Cause I turned every dream into bricks that stack. Wake up, stay locked in, make it happen. Wake up, stay locked in, make it happen. Wake up, stay locked in, make it happen. Wake up, stay locked in, go get it all. Every Wednesday, 3 to 5, my Radio Chicago. Rachel L. Gary taking you to the top. Boss up, boss you, boss.
Hey there, CEOs. Welcome to Wake Up CEO. I am your host, Rachel L. Gary. You guys get locked in to this 2-hour power-packed wake-up call to step into your full potential. You know, you guys, my mission is simple. To speak candid truth to empower your inner CEO. That one that is clear in their actions, empowered by their choices, and owning their direction. And today's show, guys, we are going to be diving into how to be grateful for the lessons. Yes. So, guys, we got to find the gratitude in what's happening next. And I want you guys to stay locked in because I got some special guests. We already got one in the house. If you guys don't already know Niki Spiller, you're about to get to know and be acquainted. And we're going to have D Woods in the house. Yes. You guys not ready. You're not ready. Then we're going to have on the author's corner, we're going to have Paula Karl in the house. And we're going to have Fyre Marshall. They are going to get locked in, and we're not just talking about moving forward. We're talking about actually doing so with some grace. And, you know, you got to wait and get acquainted with that leadership 3-point play that is powered by Say I'm Possible Academy, where self-leadership gets GPS. And y'all know what we do on Wake Up CEO. You know what that is? We dive right in. First, the power statement of the day is gratitude doesn't erase the lesson. It elevates the learning. Stay locked in. Stay locked into that. So, guys, you see that question? If you guys are watching me live on YouTube or Facebook, the question of the day is, what did your last lesson teach you? You know, when we pause on Wake Up CEO, that means I want y'all to take that in. Yeah, there it is, Nikki. Let that marinate, and it come with some true answers. Let's not get surface level. We want to get deep, because deep is where the learning is going to help. That's where it comes in. So we already got people in the chat dropping information. Come on, we're going to get these comments read for people on the air. We got Sharice Sloan checking in from Highly Productive Chicago. You guys, if you're looking for promotion of your business, if you're looking for a promotion of your artist, get locked in with Highly Productive Chicago. And you go to highlyproductivechicago.com to get locked in. If you can't get to Highly Productive Chicago, you like, I want to talk to her right now, go to Sharice Sloan on Facebook and get locked in right now. Get your business promoted. We got Bruce Logan in the house. Guys, if y'all don't know who Bruce Logan is, I'm about to get y'all all together today. So Bruce is a member of the CEO Mastermind, Season 1, that just, you guys, if you're watching episode 7, just wait till you get to episode 10. I'm telling you, it's a whole transformation of individuals who are looking to identify their gifts and turn that into profits. That's what I do. That's what I do. I'm a strategist. I come up with a strategy, then we partner together to make those things happen. And Bruce happens to be one of those individuals from the mastermind. So thank you, Coach Bruce, for checking in with me today. And we got welcome to the Grand CEO. And Sharice's got 2026 nominations are now open. It's your time to shine. This is for the 312 Music Awards. Y'all get locked into they officially accepted nominations. You are now listening to a host nominate. Make sure you get those nominations in. Niki's also a host on Shop Top 7. If y'all ain't locked in today, y'all got to get locked into My Radio Chicago, because we talk about it being more than radio. So nominate the whole daggone station. So y'all just sit here and just get to listening. Before me was Melly P's Playground. Get to listening and just keep on nominating, because you're nominating greatness. That's all you're doing. You're nominating great individuals who are bringing y'all great information on different levels, different paths every day right here on My Radio Chicago. So get locked in and get there and go to www.312musicaward.com. Nominate Y'all know me, but nominate your favorite radio host, nominate your favorite artist, nominate your favorite promoter, nominate those people who have shown up all year round and that you know are doing the good things. Don't be putting those fake nominations out there of people who only been on the scene like a half a second and haven't done any work. Nominate somebody who's been putting in the work and that you see that they moving people forward. That's what we want to see out of those nominations. And up, we got Trosh checking in the building. Yeah, man. Hey, we gonna slide in there and play a little Trosh for you real quick. We gonna get just a little bit of my favorite song by Trosh. He got many songs, but Knock Him Out the Way, that's my song.
Yeah. Built like a nigga asked for it. Yeah, I passed go and hit the fast forward. Burned through it, got the ash pouring. Couldn't miss a beat and have a bad quarter. Life's a bitch and your ass know it. If you're missing me, you got some bad orders. You truly in for a hell of a shock. Speaker falling in your bathwater. Said it wasn't room in this fast corridor. Found space, stayed in Phillywood. While they fighting, trying to make it uphill, I just slid in like a hilly good. Show more love than they giving back. He don't owe him shit, he just feel he should. Trying to take down you a juggernaut, gon' take a lucky shot like Achilles' foot. I been feeling something, man, that man cold like I'm chilling something, but they handhold like a villain coming. They enhance more shit, is really nothing, man, it's really something. I don't really get it. If you heard me say it, then I really live it. Lot of sweat and blood, yeah, it's really spillage. In the world hurting, I can really heal it. Hey, my
Guys, y'all, that was just a tidbit. Y'all get locked into Trosh and download his stuff. I'm going to do a net moment on you guys. Download that. Get locked into individuals who are bringing that positive music and that positive vibe. He got a lot of stuff out there, but that just happens to be a song I listen to every day because I'm knocking all the counterfeit things out of my way. And I love that song, and it always brings me back to that frame of mind. So get locked in the Trosh and that information. And we got in the chat, guys, the chat lighting up over here. So we got Jay checking in saying this fire. Thank you. All right. So now let's get into the show. We got some more comments. Man, guys, I'm telling you, we got to answer to the question of the day. So let's first get to that question so y'all remember what it is. What did your last lesson teach you? And Jay says, my last lesson taught me that I am good enough reason to pursue greatness. Yeah. Ooh, that's a whole vibe. We're going to clap that up. Yeah, man, you better know what to say on there. I mean, that's if a lesson taught you to step into who you are, do that. Love that. Guys, make sure you keep checking in and get the answer to that question. I don't want y'all to forget that at the end of the day, your success is only one step away. You're only one move away. And we're going to ask Niki that question while we got her in here. But first, I got to give her some introductions of why she's gracing me with her time today. Because everybody got time. Time is one thing that we can't get back. So I appreciate when someone spends it with me. We got to get you in there. We're going to mic her in. We got to mic her in. Boop.
All right.
Now, so she be on this radio, so she know how to mic herself in.
I don't want to overstep. I'm going to let you do your thing.
Hey, there's no overstep. I told people I'm not in competition. I'm in collaboration always. I'm in collaboration every single day. So, Niki, if you guys have not already locked in, you see that book over there of those astro signs, y'all better get locked into her books. But today, Niki's come to share with us a little information about she's on the CEO State of Mind Network, which happens to be my network, and I appreciated her for stepping in and saying yes to bringing Life with Niki podcast to the network. Guys, I watched that first episode. I'm going to tell you, it was a whole trip. Because if you guys didn't lock in and you didn't see that little clip about Reggie's thing, y'all better get involved. Me and my wife laughed for like 20 minutes about it. But we didn't laugh at what he was saying. We laughed at that's what people are thinking and what they're trying to do better at. Everyone has something that they're working on. Yes. And we're not here to judge what they're working on. I'm just happy that people working on something. And that's what it's about at the end of the day. So if y'all not getting checked in already with Life with Niki podcast, go ahead and download that app. The link is in the bio. Go to BAC Media app. You go there, download that. You're going to see CEO State of Mind Network. We on top. We doing our thing. Last month we had some nice viewership. I thank each of every person who watched one of the shows, who commented on one of the posts, who are engaging with our people who are looking to find success. Currently, Niki's show debuted last week, so it's already available. Get locked in. Every month she's gonna be dropping that show hot on there, so get locked into that. So the question today, Niki, we're going to get your answer to that before we jump into how you and why you and all of that. What did your last lesson teach you?
To put myself first. Put myself first. I know it sounds simple, but it's very profound to put yourself first. Don't get wrapped up in building others' brand that you're not building yours, because you cannot pour from an empty cup. And that doesn't mean just taking a nap, taking yourself out on the weekend. That means you get your business in line first before you can get other people's business in line.
I want to just rewind that. And it's ironic that is what we're talking about, because one of my mentees, we had the same, very similar conversation.
Yeah.
And if you guys ain't locked into her, that's Lady Red, the producer. She's on Miss Mina's the Afternoon Rendezvous, and she was one of my mentees.
Okay.
And I told her, I said, we got to support, your business has to flourish.
Yes.
And love Mina. Everybody know, I'm a Mina fan. I love what she's doing. She's out there doing great things all the time. And she's also on CEO State of Mind Network. But I was telling, when I was having a conversation with Bree, I was saying, we got to remember, your brand has to stand out. If I didn't know you did A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, that means no one even knows you're in business.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of times we think that people see us when they don't see us. They look like, oh yeah, she part of Mina's team. That's all they saw.
Because when you're a giver, that's who you are and that's what you do. But you got to remember to give to yourself first.
Now I'm going to ask a follow-up question. Why you give to yourself first?
It builds, number one, it builds your self-esteem. It builds your identity. It gives you peace of mind. Because you got to be centered. If you're not pouring into yourself, then you can't center anything else. It's going to cause the anxiety, the worry, did I do it, and the burnout, because you're not, like you gotta be first. Like, just like a head of a household, their mind got to be right. This is your household. Like, your brand is your household. So you have to, as the head, lead from the front. I cannot help people do something I'm not even doing for myself. That's hypocrisy. So I'm going to give you advice on how to do something better, but I'm not even applying it to my own stuff. So I'm giving out my gifts. And by the way, I had to learn, just because God graced me with something doesn't mean I got to bless somebody else with it.
Ooh.
Because he gave it to me. I learned I don't have to share everything.
I'm gonna be honest. That's a whole y'all know when I pause, that means I got to take that in. I had to take that in. Your gifts are not. Sometimes things are just for you to grow you,
Yeah.
and they don't have to be shared with everybody.
They do not. So if say somebody came along and they said, "Hey, Rachel, here goes $100 just because I thought of you today." And if your first thought is, "Oh, let me go give this away," you're thinking that's nobility, but it's ego. They blessed you with it. That's an insult. Why are you giving it away? That was for you to have. You don't have to share that.
Wow. Hey, that's a different perspective, guys. I'm going to tell you, this is what happened when you had those deep conversations. I just told Niki the other day, I got to put a BFF next to her in my phone, because when she called, we always have some profound conversations.
Yeah.
It's like, I love when people call me, and that's what we're talking about, something that's uplifting, that's guiding, that makes you think. You need those people in your circles. So you got to get those circles right. So as the show today is about how to be grateful from the lessons.
Yeah.
And that's why the question of the day was what it was. When I think about being grateful, I think that sometimes people think that we only have gratitude just to God.
Yeah.
As opposed to having gratitude for the smallest things that we have in our lives.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of what I'm talking about today. Is about making sure that we are remembering that there are larger things other than, there are smaller things that God graced us with, that if we're grateful for the small things, the larger things will come.
They will. Like, you don't have to, and gratefulness doesn't mean you're settling for something. Gratefulness means, hey, I appreciate these things because they allow me to do the next thing and the next thing after that.
Absolutely.
Like, I'm grateful that I got to wake up this morning. That may seem small to others, but the way that we've been seeing people leave here, I'm grateful that I get to go pursue something again.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful I get to meet people daily who will push me to do better. I'm grateful for people that I get to even work on myself, that I'm self-aware. I'm self-aware enough to be accountable. I'm self-aware enough to know that I still got things to work on. I'm self-aware enough to know those things, and I'm grateful for, because everybody's not self-aware, and everybody doesn't work to be.
I want to make sure you guys heard the work to be, because I think that that's the part that sometimes that we believe that all of the information that we have is all the information there is. When if you're not seeking other information, how do you get that in?
That's a part of building identity too. That's a part of building. You cannot heal what you're not willing to face. So everybody got good things and bad things about them.
Absolutely.
It's whatever
they
you
better
let rule
believe
you.
that.
Yeah, everybody. Nobody's flawless. You know what I'm saying? Nobody.
I'm just trying to figure out where this perfection comes from. I say it all the time.
Man, the self-righteousness that be online be mind blowing to me. The self-righteousness that be online.
I mean, I'm sincerely, I am a very firm believer that perfection is a myth.
It is.
Because there is no perfect, because everyone's perception of life is different. So what you might think is perfection in your life is not perfect to someone else's life. And most people are judging their lives not in a mirror, but more so in what they see in other people.
Well, they're limiting beliefs. People can only project as far as they see. And so there's people that will try to put those things on you, and it's like, no. Perfect.
You gotta
for
repel
me.
them. You gotta repel them.
Perfect for me.
You gotta dodge them like it's a video game.
My bills is paid. I get to do what I want to do. Perfect life for me. When I affirm
I know that's right.
My life is perfect because these are the things I want. Not everybody wants to be a millionaire. Not everybody. Some people just want to be financially free, stress free, and get to do the things they love.
I want peace, guys. That's my. I'm gonna tell you that has always been my goal. And every day I get to an opportunity to wake up and live back into that goal every day.
Yeah.
I just want peace. And I tell people I crack many jokes, but I protect my peace with a shotgun. That's a real talk, real conversation.
Didn't I just say that?
Yeah,
It's strict over here.
Oh yeah. That's
it's strict. And another lesson I just learned I want to add is learning to stand on business about yourself. That's a part of the self-love. That's a part of your self-love.
Real self-love.
Real self-love. Standing on business about yourself and unapologetically and respectfully.
And I want to just speak on the unapologetic and the respectfully, because a lot of times people think that you have to have a high bravado to tell someone that, hey, these are my boundaries. And I just want to say, when you're clear in your life, you can be clear with other individuals.
Yes, you can.
And you don't have to be. It doesn't have to be a conflict to have clarity.
No, it's not.
And I think when people think of setting their boundaries, well, I got to tell this person that, all you have to say is that, hey, I am doing A, B, and C. You don't have to say what you don't have, what you don't want from them. Hey, this is what I'm doing. That's a boundary, and then it's set. And you have to stay on your business as far as your boundary.
Yeah.
If that's your boundary, it can't be pliable just because today you wanna stand on your business. Tomorrow it's okay for people to overstep your boundary.
Can't do that.
You have to always be who you say you are and step into who you say you are.
Yep.
Each and every time.
You can't bend it for nobody just because you like them. You can't bend it for nobody because every time you do it, you're gonna regret it. I remember my CEO of the PHP put out a book about that. He said, as soon as you drop your standards, you instantly regret it. He was like, because they're going to make you see why you said it. You know what I'm saying? If you give people an inch, you'll take a mile. That's literally a real thing. Trying to be understanding of people. No, I like to be on time. Can you be on time and respect my time? If I'm a communicator, please respond to me. Because I never had to take the time to even speak to you, just to be honest. Hey, I'm not feeling it today. And I know people be flailing in the wind and hanging on by a string. I get it, because I got them days. Sometimes I don't feel like talking. But say that to people.
Absolutely.
I had to work on saying that to people hey, because I'll let things get overwhelming. They'll be they'll understand. And it's no, I'm good. I just don't feel like talking right now. Or can we talk tomorrow? Or giving people that space. You know what I'm saying? It's even communicating that sometimes.
Yeah, I think that what I like about what you just said is there's a couple of things. One is that I think that a lot of times we think someone is going to be upset with us, and we will go ahead and have a conversation. I'm going to be honest, guys. A lot of times when you have that conversation and you don't want to have that conversation, you're not giving that person your full attention anyway.
Yeah.
So you might as well have just told that person, hey, I can't, well, today I need a moment.
Yeah.
I need to breathe. Sometimes you just need a breath. And that breath of fresh air you're taking doesn't mean that you don't want to hear their problems. It just means that right now you don't have the capacity for that. Nor do you want to make, and it's okay to not want to make the capacity for it. So I want to make sure we get these comments in. We got people chiming in. We got Bruce. My last lesson taught me that not every ending is punishment. Sometimes it's just life clearing the stage for the better act.
Oh, yeah.
Love that statement.
Yeah.
Love that statement.
Yeah.
Then we got Steve checking in. I put so many people first. I know that's right. And we got Jay, y'all preaching today. Hey, I would say, I'm going to be honest. I try not to be a preacher. I just try to be a person that reminds people of who they are. Just want them to step into who they greatness. I just want to step into it.
I just talk about the things I've been learning and recently are working on and have worked on. And still working on.
We all are work in progress.
All of us, like this is the thing. I'm a person too that's, you know how sometimes you have a gift to see certain things and you try to not make sure you're not overusing that gift or perverting your gift, where you're like, oh, I got to point out every little thing. You don't have to address everything. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just need to download, and sometimes there's wisdom in being quiet. Then there's other times, this guy said it, it's a time to be a lion and it's a time to be a lamb. You got to know when to be the lion and when to be the lamb. Being a lamb,
I love that mythology. I love
lamb doesn't mean being weak. It's just sometimes you don't always have to, go off or say something.
Right.
Sometimes there's like, now if it's something that means something to you and that person means something to you, and it's like, no, I need to express this because I don't like the avoidance of accountability. Hey, this is something that did this to me, and this is why I'm saying this.
But a lot of times, there's strength in silence.
It is.
To me, there's sometimes there is more strength in being quiet than being upset.
It is.
I make mention of it all the time. I worked on myself for many, many years, and I still have days I have to remind myself of who I want to be. Where I used to get upset, or I'm not going to get upset, I would get riled up when someone said something or disagreed in a way that I didn't think was respectful.
Okay.
What I started doing was taking a second. I tell people those moments between stimulus and response are incredible because I would let them just go ahead. Have you noticed that people, after about 4 or 5 minutes of them screaming and hollering, they no longer, and you don't say a word, they stop?
They do.
Because they're waiting for your response.
They're waiting for the typical response that they've been used in. What my homegirl said, breaking patterns.
Absolutely.
People are used to, okay, just an example, men are used to women snapping out. So when you're very calm, it can be viewed as you're being passive. But it's no, I'm articulate. I know why I feel what I feel and when I feel it, but I'm not going to always say something. I don't got to, all that. Using your energy in the wrong spaces and places will drain you.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, going off all the time will not get the message across because I'm the type of person, as soon as you start yelling, I'm going to clock out on you. It's like, oh, well, you're just trying to be right. Are you trying to be right or are you trying to get understanding? Because those are two different things. Ego wants to be right. Being human and being mature wants to get an understanding.
Hey, I'm going to have to totally agree with that because I got a thing. I got a whole thing, and I know you guys have heard it on Wake Up CEO. I don't have to be right. I'll tell you how many times that my wife and I are having a conversation because we do not argue. We're having a conversation, and she could be wrong.
Yeah.
But I don't have to be right, so it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. That's the thing. If I'm wrong, tell me. If what I'm seeing or perceiving is wrong, then you let me know. I'm never above correction.
That's being open. I tell people the reason why there's so many arguments because everyone is so closed, and I got to be right. Why?
Offense versus just saying what you really feel is being emotional intelligence isn't always just being silent, being emotional intelligent is also knowing how to express your emotions to someone
Absolutely.
without any extras or theatrics.
And also really understanding what emotion is driving your reaction.
Yeah, being in tune.
Yeah,
Being in
because
tune.
a lot of emotional intelligence comes from you actually understanding why you're feeling this way.
Yes.
Because sometimes I'll use, for instance, that someone is actually giving you some feedback.
Yeah.
And you're taking it as criticism because you will be because of an emotion on how somebody might have had or spoke to you this way in the past.
In the past,
and as opposed to listening with the open mind and, hey, why did I feel that way?
Yeah, it's like in leadership, it was hard for me. I learned when I was getting trained by my mentors that I take more leadership from males than I do from women. And it's not because I don't think women are on the level, because I have women I do respect that I like to talk to. It's the thing of I received so much criticism from my grandmother when I was young and the way she would come at me in the condescending voice. It's like, are you really trying to help me or are you trying to hinder me? I need to know the space you're coming from. Whereas, like, I always follow behind my grandfather a lot, and there are a lot of men in my church, so I always, but it doesn't mean I don't question people.
I know
don't
that's
follow
right.
blindly, but it's just
Trust but verify.
the space it's coming from is important, imperative. So it took me a minute. When she said that, she pointed it out to me. I didn't know that. She pointed it out. Like, I noticed if some such and such says this, you kind of. I said, and then somebody else did the same thing, and I said, oh, it's because I know. I hate to say it like this. I know the space those men are coming from is not jealousy or kind of competition.
Hey, and I got to tell you guys, in my profession, it was like the total opposite. I have to be honest, because the profession that I chose was more male dominated. So a lot of men would have conversations, and their conversations were condescending about why was I in this space, why was I doing A, B, C, D, E, F, and G.
misogynistic.
And let me be honest and very transparent to you. I appreciate many people. I'm not going to give them no names and no faces, but I tell you, I appreciate 3 or 4 of my ex-bosses. I appreciate them so much. Let me tell you the why. I appreciate them for being jerks. I appreciate them for not wanting to train. I appreciate them for not wanting to show me a project. I appreciate them for giving me very limited resources. I appreciate them for trying to pay me less. Let me explain to you the why. Because it made me better. Because I learned anyway. And with me learning anyway, I learned different ways to find that information out, which suited me better in the long run. I have the ability right now to assimilate the information in seconds and understand a plan. I thank 2 bosses for that. I thank them for giving me a project 1 week before it was due, when they knew it had to be due months ago. And it would be part of a bigger project. But guys, this is not me. This is no why me, poor me, because you're not gonna ever hear me be a victim. Because there is no victim. This goes to what's the topic of the show today that we are talking about.
The lesson.
How to be grateful for the lessons. I have utmost gratitude to each of those guys. I'm gonna tell you, I did a LinkedIn to them and told them thank you. I did. And one of the managers he's like, what are you thanking me for? I said, I thank you for not giving me the answer. I thank you for giving me the project but not giving me time. And he felt some type of way. But the reason why I thanked him, because I got a promotion because of him. I was promoted over him 2 years later because of I was able to take all the information and be quicker with it than anybody else.
So basically, when he thought he was about to hold you back, he really pushed you to your greatness.
Thank you.
Say it
one more time.
When people
There's the lesson.
When they think they're going, and you know what's crazy? I just had that epiphany. I saw a clip of The Princess and the Frog.
I said that recently.
I know, and it's funny because in the clip, they didn't pay. You know how the guy that was the witch doctor?
Yes.
And he had this thing against the big daddy that had the money, right?
Yes.
I said, this is how people watch you on the sideline. They know that you're blessed. They see your light. And they think that they're going to take your blessings. But meanwhile, you never had the power to give it to me. Because once God assigned it to me, it was going to come to me anyway.
Yep.
And you never were going to block it. And that's what that gentleman thought they were doing.
Yeah.
Oh, if I don't show her that she can't get better. No. Now that you're not, I know how to be resourceful. I know what I'm made of, too.
Absolutely.
I know that, I'm not limited. I got what it takes.
Absolutely.
And now I'm getting more confident because every time I come through for myself, my self-esteem is going up higher.
Every single time.
Every single time. Confidence, and I turn into a beast, and you can't stop me.
And that's exactly what ended up happening at those companies. But I appreciate it because not one day did I go home and say, "Oh man, what am I gonna do?" I went home. The first day he gave me the project, I'm never gonna forget the project. They needed all the numbers, all the information for a bigger. We were doing a global wide project, and my information was critical.
Okay,
but it was my information that had to be given. But by me not knowing that it was required, because I didn't even know I was even part of the project. I hadn't been to one project meeting or anything. No one even told me I was part of the project.
Wow.
And my numbers were critical to the whole operation. I went home. That's that moment of peace, that moment of calm. I got that moment of resolve. So sometimes it goes to where we talk about the strength in being quiet. That was me having the strength of being quiet and saying, okay. I got to work early the next day. I looked at all my data, all my numbers, went through all my department's information, put together a rough draft, looked at it, tested some of those numbers to see if they were accurate, then did some other things. By the time the presentation was, I didn't even give him the numbers. I brought the numbers to the presentation. So when I came to the presentation, when it was my time, my slides were ready, everything was ready, my numbers were ready, everything was in order, and I handed my file to my boss. Right there, so I said, "Here's the drive, so you have it for the overall global presentation later on." Mm-hmm. His boss was in the room. Now, let me be transparent. I was not trying to be a jerk. Mm-hmm. I just wanted to make sure he had them.
Yeah.
Now that made his boss ask me another question later on. Mm-hmm. And he said, "Well, how long did you have?" He's like, so now he's asking, he's been he said, "You weren't in any of the meetings." He said, "I don't know where." He said I can't say his name because he said you were busy. And I said, "Yeah." I said I did have a lot on my plate. I said he was most likely trying to help me be able to prioritize the things I was going on. Never do I talk bad because one, I didn't see it at any point in time as sabotage. I saw everything as in how I'm gonna get better from this.
Yeah, because nobody has the thing.
No one has the power to take away your blessings. Your blessings are yours.
The power, you give it away. When people,
one more time,
you give it away.
Exactly.
When you're like, oh well, they did such and such, or they talk. Nobody can ever take away something I wasn't willing to lay down anyway.
Exactly.
Because when it's not my season to be there anymore, it's not for me. I know what I brought to the table.
Exactly.
I know my value. So therefore, I don't gotta crash out. I don't got to show up and go off because all that's going to do is show my emotional intelligence.
That's right.
That doesn't make them look bad.
It makes me look bad.
It makes me look bad because they're going to remain calm, like, oh, I play crazy.
Oh, yeah. I did tell them they didn't check their email. That's what the story would have been. But I always think from a place of grace, and I never think from a place of lack.
Yeah.
And so for me, I didn't see those moments as lack, but that's what it's about at the end of the day, understanding that you have the power to determine whether a situation is a negative or a positive.
Yeah, you assign the meaning.
Exactly, to everything. Mm-hmm. And that's how you that's how you become grateful for the lesson, because without that lesson, you wouldn't have had the next thing that you were looking for, that next level that you were looking to go. Hold on, we got people checking in with us today. We got D. Smith is in the building. If you guys have not already checked in, the Shop Talk 7 guys, y'all missing out. But don't worry. You guys come back to my radio Chicago and check him out on at 7 to 9. What day is he on now?
Thursday.
On Thursday. Oh, still do R&B Thursday. R&B Thursday.
Rolling sexy.
Yeah, y'all can check him out right here on my radio Chicago from 7 to 9 right here. Make sure you check it out. And soon you'll be able to catch him also on CEO State of Mind Network with his new show that's coming out, Who Hurt You?
Yeah.
Ooh, get locked in. He's got 2 shows coming out. That's one of the shows, and the second one is called The Blackboard. Guys, just get locked into D Smith.
Just
If
get
you
in.
if you're not already locked in and you don't and you just get minute, you only getting a little bit. You about to get the whole shebang over the next 6 months. Get ready. D Smith is gonna bring it to you. And he says, hey, y'all dropping gems. Absolutely. Yeah, come on now. You know, we got to make sure gems will drop right here on my radio Chicago. So at the end of the day, everyone gets their daily dose of encouragement and get blessed with the libation of life.
Yes.
Right here. We got Bree, as I was just speaking about you, Bree, checking in. Hey there. Thank you for coming in with me. But guys, remember, that's just a little bit about with Nikki. And if you guys like the information you've heard today, just think about what's going to be on the podcast of Life with Nikki.
Because all I'm going to do is keep it real about where I'm at in life and bring some people on there to join in the cahoots with me.
Oh, absolutely. We got to get them involved. So look, wait a minute. We're going to jump a little bit to the book, and then we're going to talk about how she came to the network. So let's talk about this book, Astro Science, Love, Life, and Lessons.
Yeah. So I came up with this. So it started off 5 years ago. I was like, I want to write a book about my dating life, right? Just the lessons I learned from being 20 until now. But I procrastinated. And I kept saying, like, how do I get going? And self-doubt, you know, like, how do I get going? That's a scary endeavor. Fast forward, I am here on the network. I come to Reggie Moving Forward. Shout out to him. His show, The Nightcap, when he was still here. And it was at the top of the year, actually. He challenged me in January. He said, I'm challenging you. He challenged me live. He said, I need you to
wow, he challenged you live.
He challenged me live and said, you need to finish your book. He said, I want it finished. This is the timeline he gave me by the end of the year and have it published by February.
When was this?
This was in January.
Okay.
I said, say less. I'm a competitor. You ain't saying nothing but a word. And he's like, I'm going to hold you accountable. I said, okay. I was done with that thing in 3 days.
Whoa.
Writing it. And then I had to go, because I was like, you know what? I'm going to change it and make it just more like based off of some experiences, but embellished a whole lot.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That way it respects the people who I did use their names and pseudonyms, but not tell anybody's business but my own. And so I was like, and it'd be entertaining. I'm thinking of like a Girlfriends vibe, Sex in the City. So
hey, that's my show. Y'all don't know about that. Hey, that used to be my show. My wife will tell you, I watched Sex and the City, all 7 episodes plus all the movies, probably like 30, 45 times.
Yeah. So, and I never watched Sex in the City on that level, but I did watch the movies, and I saw it's just the camaraderie, the sharing of your truths. And
there was no jealousy.
No jealousy.
And that's what I liked about it.
Everybody was their own individual personality. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to start off with this and go from there as just talking about it's something, and people are going to think it's heavily astroscience. It's not. It's just that, you know, I'm an Aquarius and everybody and the family of the people I'm dating, but it's really about personal interactions with people.
Okay.
That, hey, some things didn't work, but I did still walk away with a lesson. I still had a good time with this person, and it don't always got to be ugly. It doesn't always have to be toxic. I wanted to combat what people keep trying to push out here with the everything got to end toxic or on a bad note. Not everything ends like that for some people. Some people really leave in peace that this is not a fit and we can still be cool. My ex was the first one to endorse this.
Okay.
He's first in the book, and he said, no, as long as you don't use my real name. I said, no, I said, no, I'm not. I'm not going to use your real name.
He said, you can say what you want to say, but hold
don't use
on.
my real name. I said, I am so not. And the people I selected, it's only a select few signs you're going to see in there. But those are the people who made an impact the most for me.
Okay.
Where he was like my first boyfriend when I went off to college.
So now if y'all know Nikki, y'all know his name. We're going to go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. And I'm not even Nikki here. I'm Kiki.
Okay.
I'm not even Nikki. I'm Kiki. That's why this is not truly me. This is an image, and I created all this because Nikki Sleek Designs. Shout out to Shop Talk 7. I spilled my drip on my own self, and that's what I'm going to do for the rest of the year. It spilled my drip on my own self.
I love that because I was just about to say we're gonna talk about the Drip Squad, and then all of a sudden I saw your stuff coming out, guys. If y'all haven't seen that promo for Life with Niki, take a look at that promo clip. Take a look at that promo clip. It's stellar. She did an awesome job. Her and I was having a conversation. I said, "Who do you edit?" And she said, "Me." I said, "Oh, okay, Niki. Let's all have this conversation about how we gonna move that over to CSM."
I got you. But yeah, I did honor some people in the front of the book. Most definitely, the owners of, shout out to Greg and Monica Tatum, who own Dialogue Wine Bar.
Okay.
Who let me tape my show there. You'll say the man. But also always supported me from day one. Since I've met them. Black-owned business, black couple that's doing big things in this community in Gary, Indiana, because that's where I'm from. Shout out, G.I.
All right.
My boy Louis, who also encouraged me during the process to write this book, but it took Reggie to challenge me publicly.
Okay.
And then my best friend, who always supports, and she flew out from Dallas for my book signing, y'all. She flew out from Dallas.
That's support. That's what I'm talking about.
She flew all the way out. She said, "This is your moment." And no matter what seasons we've been in, there's never been a jealous thing or competition thing. We're going to cheer for each other however we can, support each other however we can, mentally, physically. It's just being there for each other, having laughs if you need to.
Yes.
And she's inside the book. And so now there's a part 2 that's out.
Okay.
And it's on Kindle, but then there's going to be an expansion. I'm going to make it a whole series for me and my best friends. That's
that's going to be
dedication
sweet
to them of our experiences, because we had a good time, and I want other young ladies to know you can have a good time and still keep your dignity. You can still be a lady out here, have a good time with your friends, and friendships are needed. It's a missing commodity with this social media era we living in.
I really believe that. I believe the fact of that we have social media, a lot of people have lost the art of a conversation.
They have in establishing
connection, real connection,
intimacy and
yes,
stuff with people, and everybody wants a friend, but nobody knows how to be one. You first got to become the person you want that person to be to you, and understanding their love language and them understanding yours.
Absolutely.
And that takes time and that takes work. You can't just dive into something like that. That's why there's so many things happening now in the world where people are like, "Oh, this was my bestie," but you didn't read the room that they didn't really like you like that. You threw the title out there without them earning it. You got to let people earn that space in your life.
Absolutely.
Because I don't take that word lightly. It has standards for me.
I know that's right.
It has standards for me. And
I know that's right.
It's just standards. It's like, hey, over here we talk things out. Over here we resolve problems.
Yeah, I mean, having that real conflict resolution and really having an understanding of who you are and who what you stand for. And I think that's that goes to where full circle to what we were talking about in the beginning.
Yeah.
Is that really having an understanding about who you are.
Yeah.
And being, I want to say this, guys, right here, right now. Be who you say you want, you're looking for.
Yes.
If you're looking for greatness in someone else, or you're looking for someone to be your best friend, be that person.
Be it.
Be who you say you're looking for, and then that person comes your way. That's either friend, lover, circles.
Yeah.
Networks. All of that comes from you just being who you are. I tell people I am who I am authentically, no matter when you talk to me. Early in the morning, late in the night, and no matter what time it was. Me and Niki were on the phone like 9, 10 o'clock at night. Anybody who knows me knows that I am asleep at 9 o'clock at night. But Niki had a question and a problem. We were working that problem out. Did I ever sound short?
Nope.
It's just not my thing.
Not at all.
I wouldn't have answered the phone if I was going to be that way.
No.
And to me, that's you just show up as who you are every time. I don't care. You wake me up out my sleep. All right, Niki, I hear you. But I'm not gonna be coherent right now. That's how I tell people. Like right now, my phone is on Do Not Disturb after 10 o'clock. Okay. It just happens to be that you called at 9:59, and because I wouldn't even got your call.
No.
Yeah, because my phone is those boundaries, guys. Those boundaries from 10 p.m. till 6:30 a.m. My phone is on Do Not Disturb. Then it goes off Do Not Disturb for 45 minutes, and it goes back on Do Not Disturb because I'm meditating.
Because you set up your routine already now.
Because I set up the boundaries of what do I need for my peace. Remember what I say, my number one goal is my peace. So that means peace in my activities, peace in my friendships, peace around me, which means that I must set the tone of what peace looks like to me.
Yes, and separation from hey, these are my work hours. Now this is my time.
Uh-huh.
I gave people what they needed over here during this time.
Absolutely.
Now I need this as my time.
Absolutely.
Unapologetically, unless it's an emergency, it's something you really can't, health things, stuff like that. Yeah. But if it ain't that, my stuff is on Do Not Disturb. It's on sleep.
How about this? Is funny. There's 5 people who can get through on Do Not Disturb. My kids and my wife. Now, let me explain to you that I explained to them what emergency was to me, because this goes to, once again, that perception, everyone's perception of a situation is different.
It is.
So I explained to them what emergency was to me.
Yes.
I'm not here. I cannot speak for other people. I'm not telling other people that they're right or wrong. I'm just saying that emergency to me means that you have a problem that no one can solve but me. You are in a situation that no one can help you with but me. And your life is online. You call me. Otherwise, if you're talking to me about cleaning up, because my son takes care of my Airbnb. If you're talking to me about something that's needed for the Airbnb, after my time, you can call. Mm-hmm. Text that to me, and then I'll look at the text later. Mm-hmm. But it's making sure you have you give a clear understanding of what a situation looks like to you, because we expect that individuals are going to understand. But if I don't give an understanding of what I mean, then I'm not setting you up for success.
Right, and that's where knowing how to articulate yourself to
Absolutely.
people. Because there can be misunderstandings.
Absolutely.
Because sometimes there are people that goes back to the pattern thing. Some people have dealt with people who are very passive or let them get away. The average person isn't very strict on their boundaries.
Uh-huh.
Because this is not a knock. We've been all raised to cross them at some point.
Yeah.
Our family, it starts there at home.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like, well, I'm your family. Those, gaslighting statements. Mm-hmm. Well, this is, but it's like, no. I'm a human. You're human. The titles don't matter. If I say I don't feel like or have the capacity, that's what it is.
I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna make this a brief cooking story. I had a conversation with a friend today, and they were telling me about how people were going to perceive a conversation that they have to have with them, and it was like, well, it's easier said than done. I said, you can't do anything about it anyway. So I'm in the car. I'm getting all passionate about the conversation. I'm like, you can't do nothing about it anyway. So what difference does it make how they feel? Right. And she's like, calm down. I said, it's more so that you're stressing yourself out about a situation you can't do anything about.
Right.
So at the end of the day, you tell them what they tell you, what you have to say, and what they say about that ain't none of your damn business. And y'all know I don't really curse, but that's how I said it. Like, you can't. If I owe you $100,
right,
and I don't have $100 to give you,
right,
and I tell you I ain't got $100, and you gonna talk about it, I don't have to continue listening to it.
No.
Just because I respect the fact you gave it to me, I respect you, thank you, I appreciate you, but I don't got it to give back.
Right.
What can I do about that?
I don't have it right now, but let's work out something.
Or
let's get a solution.
Yeah. If I say, hey, I don't have it right now. I don't know if I'm going to have it in the next weeks or so, but we can talk about it later, and we'll see where we're going with that. I'll make sure that I get back to you. That is a whole statement, and we are done.
Well, that's the thing. People get so scared of the outcome because they're worried that it won't work in their favor. And sometimes you actually avoiding it will not make it better.
Right. It makes it worse because an individual is now feeling they're unheard, unseen, and like you don't care. But to me, it's just like, hey, this is what it is. And that's it.
Yeah,
and I don't mean it like I'm saying it bluntly like that. I'm going to give grace because they did me a favor, but they did me a solid. But on the same token, I'm not going. My kids will say this better than I am. I'm not going to let you hold me emotionally hostage to nothing.
Right.
To nothing. It's just not a thing for me. Yeah. So because I am clear with my boundaries on my life and on what I'm going to be doing, we're not going to be doing that.
Not at all.
So we gonna thank Nikki for coming in and talking with us today. And if you guys, all this information that you guys have heard a conversation, I want you guys to make sure that you follow her. Where can they get the book? Tell us where we can get that book.
So it's on Amazon.
I'm gonna give her the speech. Y'all know I gotta give her the speech. What website is it on of yours?
Nah, man, just Amazon.
Okay, I want to say this, and hey, y'all know this. I got to get my 2 cents. This is my 2 cents.
Okay.
Amazon takes 99.9% of the money, so we got to get to a place where you making 99.9% of the money. Get a landing page with your book on it.
Say less.
I gotta say it. I gotta say it.
You put me on, I'm gonna do it. You
I'm
saw
saying-
I wrote the book right in 3 days.
Yeah.
All
When
right.
he did that, I wanted to say that. I saw when I came in and saw your picture on the back of the book. Kudos, clock that T. You did that because I remember last time we were talking
Yeah.
and everything. You were writing it and everything, and now it's an actual. You can
Yeah.
do your thing, boo.
Man,
Thank you.
did y'all see how D Woods just jumped in here? Yeah. She stepped slid in like I got something to say, and here we is. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, the biggest thing is as people who remember, guys, I'm about business and I'm about business all the time, and I just can't help myself. But Amazon is a platform where, to me, you utilize. I'm sorry if everybody's using Amazon and you hear what I'm saying next. Amazon is a good place to print your book because it's reasonably priced.
Right, it is.
But when it comes to them selling your book, remember they're not pushing your book.
They're not.
They're not promoting your book. So why are we promoting Amazon?
And if you do their, because I looked into it, if you do use them to promote, you're paying them.
You're paying them. So
they're just going to put it however they see fit.
exactly.
And it's like when I could promote it myself and I could go city to
You're
city.
promoting it anyway.
Yeah.
You're promoting it anyway. All the promotion comes from you. Even if you put an ad on Amazon, you pay for the ad, and if your ad is not high quality, they don't even put it at the top of the page, and you're still unseen.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, we're not going to talk about Amazon prices, but at the end of the day, if you buy the book, get your copies,
Yep.
and you sell your book, you're making at least 70 to 80% more than what in the 90% you're giving Amazon.
True.
Because you only get, to be honest, if you sell a $20 book, you only get $1.12.
Because I think my last one, I got another one coming. I think I got $80 coming this month. But it's like if I'd have sold it myself, and I did it, I sold some of them myself and let people order through me. Literally, I made like 300 just doing it myself. It just
But I
wasn't
mean,
enough.
but sometimes we're looking at it from that Amazon is a behemoth, but Amazon isn't promoting anybody.
It isn't.
That's not what they're doing. So, I mean, we want to make sure that you get that book out there. So, right at this moment, y'all can get it off Amazon, but make sure y'all stay locked in, and because you're going to see soon, she's going to have her own landing page and a free landing page where she have her book on there, and you guys can buy the book from her directly. Because at the end of the day, we want to keep as much money in our pockets to ching. So
all day, and I do websites, so therefore.
Wait. Did y'all hear that? Now she got websites. Guys, just get locked in to Nikki. If you go ahead and go to her page. Where do you spend the most time? What social media platform can they see you?
Facebook and Instagram.
Okay.
And I do have pages for any of my brands, so they're separate. So there's my personal page, Nikita Kenyatta Spiller. And then there's also my Astro Science page. You can go like it there. Also on Instagram, same thing.
All right, go ahead and let's drop into that Astro Science page. Make sure that you guys go in there. By the end of the week, you're going to see that she has a link for you guys to go to your home website. I mean, some people work fast, and I know she's going to work fast because as soon as I said her mind immediately started working, this is what I'm going to go, this is what I'm going to do. So you saw that pattern, those working. So I want to thank you for coming and talk with me today. I thank you for saying yes to CEO State of Mind Network with your show. What the name of the show is? Life with Niki
Podcast.
Get locked in. So if you love what you heard here, get ready to hear more from and with some guests. Check out that episode that's already on there where Reggie is his thing is thinking. That is hilarious. I promise y'all. It's funny, but it's so serious because at the end of the day, we all have things that we're manifesting to our lives, and you guys need to check it out so you can find out how to manifest something into yours. Thank you for joining us.
No problem.
Hey, you ain't gotta go nowhere yet. You still chill unless you gotta go.
No, I don't.
All right. So we got D Woods in the building. She came in to grace us with her presence, and we also got nominated author Paula Karl on the line. We're gonna bring her in a couple of moments, and I thank her for coming in and being here on time. Thank you, Paula. So we're gonna ask D Woods. Wait. What made you join us at CEO State of Mind Network? And tell her a little bit about your show.
Is it?
Put on.
Okay. Hey,
She work here. She know the thing.
thing. I was going through my messages on Facebook, the Facebook Messenger, and I saw your message, and I was like, Gary, Rachel. Message me. Oh my goodness! What is this greatness she's bestowing upon me? So when I read it, it was absolute yes, because I'm just in a place in my life where you know you need some type of structure because everything you've done, you not mastered it, but you become the best at it. And I'm like, okay, what's the next steps? I know I want to build. I know I want to get these businesses off the ground. I know I have great ideas, but I don't know how to structure them in a way where they go from ideas to actual thing, monetary. And Rachel, unbeknownst to herself, which I don't believe in coincidence, God dropped it in her spirit, slapped upside the head. I don't know what the heavenlies did, but she got the message and I accept it. And I honestly believe this is one of the greatest things that I've ever going to do. This start right here, this CEO mindset, that invitation is going to be one of the greatest things that's going to really build what I'm doing, like really get me where I'm trying to get to. So
Y'all got to get locked in. This is a member of season 2 of CEO Mastermind. Season 1, so season 2 is getting ready to start taping on Friday. So D Woods, I say this. Sometimes you see people, you see greatness in individuals, and you love their energy. Me and Nikki, we were talking about that when I talked on the phone. That we were talking about that energy, and D Woods is one of those people who has that great energy, that great spirit. And we were having a conversation about her business one day, but she might not even remember it. And she was talking about, I don't know how I'm gonna get this done and that done. And I said, all right, next time I get my mastermind, I'm gonna have drop a message and see what she ready for.
And when I tell you, I already got the names for how we're gonna do it.
When did we talk about that? That was yesterday?
As soon as I got off the phone, I started telling my husband about because I told you he's my brain. All I had to do is download it into him. He's gonna give me exactly what I need. We came up with 2 names for the Rice Krispies because that's one of my best sellers, as well as the juice. I'm not gonna say it on air because we don't know who's watching, but off air I'm gonna give you these 2 names and you're gonna be like D Woods. Okay, like it's so nice. But y'all got to get in tune with CEO. Y'all got to get in tune with the CEO. Y'all got to get in tune. Y'all got to get a part of her master class. When I tell you it's a true master class, it will get you set in the line and give you the steps you need to focus on and do it. You know what I mean? It gives you each step works off the next. It keeps building on one another, and that's exactly what I needed. And if you guys are in that place where I got the ideas but don't know how to get it together, y'all better hit up Rachel, y'all.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And we just had our conversation. She just had her one-on-one. So how the program works, I'll make it quick. The program works is you fill out the 20-question questionnaire. I research your business. D Woods didn't even have an idea that I knew what her business was. She was so shocked when she saw what I put there. She's like, she never even told me, but it's all about you listening when you're paying attention. Yeah. And I was just one of those people, as I was just saying, staying quiet. You stay quiet, and then you observe. So I observed and just gave her a plan. But at the end of the day, how it works is 20 questions. After those 20 questions, research your business, put together a plan. We have a one-on-one. You like the ideas I come up with? Don't like the ideas I come up with. We come up with ideas together so your business plan is something that you can work on. And I guarantee you it's not hard. Was anything on there hard, D?
No. I believe if you're serious about it and you've already been thinking about it and you've been just, it's not hard at all. It's very simple. It's very simple. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's very simple, and it's like, okay, this all I had to do.
But I say it like this: sometimes with things, people take things to being simple and being easy. As I told her, you're gonna have to put in work. It's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be simple, something that you can really think about very quickly, and you can go to a plan with it. But you got to put in the work. Nothing Rachel L. Gary is ever going to talk about does not have work involved. You're going to have to work. Mm-hmm. Work is going to be involved.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to even apologize because if you want something free in life, you live in the wrong kind of life. Just get prepared to put in the work. But so I'm so glad she said yes, and you guys are going to see in the upcoming episodes where we're going to be talking about that. plan. Get locked in, get locked in. Right now, there are no spaces in season 2, and season 3 is filling up fast. So, you guys, the link is in the chat if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. And if you're not and you're listening on the air, go to www.sayiampossible.com and get locked into the CEO Mastermind. Next season, because season 3, as I said, is filling up really fast. Get locked in. But let's talk about your new show that is on CEO State of Mind Network.
Especially living it up.
Tell us about this show. Tell us about this show.
Well, especially living it up is for individuals who want to, who are unapologetically themselves, pretty much. And I feel as though in the world today, people are afraid to be unapologetically themselves, and they kind of want to erase who they once was or the past, even though it's like that's what made you who you are today. So you don't want to erase it. You don't want to act like it was never there. You want to build upon it. Yes. You want to build on it. And that's what it's all about. It's about taking life's hardships and turning them into something beautiful, turning it into something great, and stop looking at life as, oh, this is happening to me, and look at it as it's happening for me. And basically giving steps or on how it would help me to others, like acceptance. That's the first episode, and it's also the first chapter in my book. Y'all don't know how much y'all motivate me, Miss Authors, but that's another subject. But just accepting who you are, where you are. And because when you don't accept who you are, you're being delusional. You continue to lie to yourself. If you know you talk a lot, if you know you gossip, accept these things and move forward. I don't believe you can move on a path or get on a straight, narrow path that you want to be on without acceptance first. So it kind of just walks you through the different steps, gives motivational, inspirational things, because we need those admirations. We need those feel-good moments, because we feel bad all day. We see bad stuff, the news. It's just so nasty, and it's just, we need to just stay in a place of positivity, even when a negative try to just flip it back to positivity. And it's a deprogramming and reprogramming type of thing. So
I'm going to tell y'all, get locked in. Get locked in. Her episode will be coming out next week. You guys get ready for that episode 1 of Acceptance. And let me just say this much. If you guys watched her on Melly P Playground, where she was here just filling in every now and then, and her and Melly had a show together, get locked into her own show where she got to make it happen. I'm telling y'all, get locked in. And at the end of the day, it's really about finding that success in you from wherever place you are.
Yeah.
And I got to shout her out too.
Oh,
because
Niki.
she's a part of the Drip Squad, and I met her on the day I met her. She just was all like, I loved her energy. But then she came to help out when we were relaunching Shop Talk 7. And she's like, yeah, without a doubt. And she came in and helped, and I'm talking about like, yeah, me and her together, that's a whole vibe.
I love it.
I love her. I love her
it.
vibe. She's very supportive, consistently, like what we talking about, being consistently who you are. You're consistently that person every time I see you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I know your show about to be.
Yeah, I'm getting it there.
Now, I got a question to ask you guys. I got to ask y'all out here in the world. Now, remember where I was talking about the energy in those squad of people, those individuals that you're talking to in your energetic circle? Now, do you wonder why they're on CEO State of Mind Network? Do you hear the energy in the room? That's the kind of energy that you want. You want that positive energy. You want that encouragement. You want that real life conversation, but reminding you of who you can be and how you can grow. That's why the ladies were asked. They were asked because they bring those kind of vibes, that kind of energy, because we want the behind the scenes of what's going on in real life, but how can I get better?
Yeah, literally. Like when I woke up to your message, I was like, she asking me? I was like, I ain't even did this before, but okay, right, just getting started. Look, I already know if somebody asks you, that means you've represented yourself well enough. And that goes to, you never know who's watching you.
And I gotta tell y'all, it was ironic. Someone asked me a question. They said, like, I was listening to some of the stuff for the net, because the net was on the show, and I was listening to some of her music, and someone said, you never say anything about it. I said, that don't mean I'm not watching. I mean, that doesn't mean I wasn't watching. I mean, I pay attention to everything that's going on, but I only bring positivity in my circle. I am very big on, like, the news. I haven't seen the news in years. Years. I watch NPR clips because NPR is a news outlet that doesn't have emotions and they don't have a hidden agenda. Most news outlets have a hidden agenda, so they want to bring certain things to light and certain things they'll put behind the darkness. NPR isn't that way. So I watch those news clips, and it's like half an hour news clips of what's going on around the world. Okay, and that's it. And they're just telling the real stories. Yeah, that's all I want to hear. And then I go on about my way. I don't hear about Trump did this, Trump did that. ICE was here, ICE was. That's not what I hear. I hear that ICE has been deployed to certain areas, and the Trump administration doing ABC. It's not the. And did you know that Trump? You don't hear all of that because that is what scares people.
Yes.
I mean, facts don't scare us. What scares us is seeing ICE on TV macing people. That scares you.
Yes.
Now, I'm not saying that's not what they're doing. I'm not here to advocate for what's going on in the Chicagoland area or any areas around the United States where things are being taken beyond, where people are desensitizing humans and treating humans badly. I don't believe in that at all. But I'm saying is that I'm not fearful when I look at NPR. I'm more informed of what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
And I think that that's the piece that we got to all get in tune with. If this is happening, what am I going to do next?
Yeah.
And don't get to the part of just being afraid. Get in tune with what are you going to learn from this and how are you going to move forward? Which plays into what are we talking about? We got to ask D Woods, the topic of the day. What did your last lesson teach you?
Ooh, Lord Jesus, my last lesson. What did my last lesson teach me? Don't put off today what you could do tomorrow. You got to get stuff done. Stop procrastination. Oh my God, yes, yes. Because it's like when you learn how to procrastinate professionally.
For real though.
When you said professionally.
When you become a professional at procrastinating, okay, clock that T.
Yes.
You tend to do it a lot. And then it's like I get a rush. Y'all forgive me, but I get a rush out of waiting to the last minute.
I mean, I'm with you though. I'll be doing.
I get a rush out of it. So, but however, you cannot keep doing that.
No, you can't.
I'm gonna love how she put out there her toxicity, gave her toxicity some space, and then she wanted that goes to bringing it back to where you gotta be better.
Right.
I'm gonna raise my hand. I'm gonna join in a number.
I gotta fix that thing right there, cause me and procrastination, we in the bed together, snuggled up real close and tight. I gotta get procrastination off of me. So my last lesson: don't put off tomorrow what you can do today. Was my last lesson.
All right. That is great, man. Guys, if you are not locked into D Woods, where can they find you other than the CEO State of Mind coming to you next week? Get locked in. What day and time you gonna be on the air, man?
Tuesdays, y'all, and I will be giving special messages about the power of Tuesday. Okay, yes. Tuesday got some energy in it, y'all. Okay, Tuesday got that power. Okay, the Shondo, yes.
Just because you didn't tune in, we got to give you a sample of what you missed.
I got to go back and look at that whole show now, guys. I got to go back and look at it because once D Smith wasn't there every day, I was a little sad about it, and I didn't even go back and look at Shop Talk 7. Nothing against Monix, it was just I missed D Woods when I didn't see him there, and I was like, oh man, and then I started watching. I was like, nah, he ain't there, because I like D. When I first met him, he had such a great energy, a great vibe, and a great conversation.
Yes. Great conversation.
I mean, and then that's a shame. Did you hear all three of us say it? And D, if you're listening, that is exactly what I tell him every single time. His conversation is like electric, and he's so insightful. Mm-hmm. And then when I first met him, we were sitting there talking. This was after my show. He came in early for his show, and we were just talking. And I forgot, lost track of time, was late picking up my wife and everything. So I've been talking to him.
Yes, he'll suck you in.
He
like
will.
That.
He will.
It's not combative conversation.
No, it's not.
It's always let's learn from each other.
In that part.
And that's what makes him a good interviewer.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Absolutely.
actually interested in the people who sit in their feet.
Absolutely.
That's what makes a good a person that knows how to host. And anybody can play music.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Anybody can play clips. But when you listen to other people and get who they are out into the world, and people can learn a little bit more about that person, they walk away feeling good. being in your presence, you know you a good vibe.
Definitely.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Well, you guys can find me at Dion Guys Cover Girl Woods on Facebook or D Cover Girl on Instagram.
Okay, I'm gonna ask. I gotta ask a question. What is Cover Girl? What's that? What's it all about? Get up, give it up, give it up.
Cause I'm pretty.
That part.
Face part don't
Okay, don't decline, honey. Don't decline. God's cover girl. He smacked me with this beauty, okay? Because it ain't me. It's all him.
I'm gonna say I appreciate the answer to the question, and I'm glad now I'm aware of that beauty is what the Cover Girl is about. Easy breezy, beautiful Cover Girl. So you guys stay locked in as we're gonna bring Paula Karl to the stage. She is an award-nominated DAG author. Get locked in. We're gonna play "Do It Anyway" by Erica Mason. And remember, this is My Radio Chicago, where we already know it is more than radio. No worries. Go ahead.
We bout to kick down the door. Plant them new seeds, watch them grow. We bout to.
My questionnaire, the questions were just very exact and to the point of what I needed. And when I met with her in my one-on-one session, I found it to be very profound.
Excited for this. This is something I really need and something I've been looking for a while.
It's an assessment. Like, it asks questions that make you think deep about what you want your life to go. It's an
The 10-week financial focus plan she gave me helped me to see it in a better way where it would make money.
It was basically a reality. Something that looked like a dream, but in reality it was nothing but a shift of mindset. It's a state of mind.
Out and moving to the greatness we all know lies within who? You CEOs. See you next week, right here on CEO State of Mind.
There's a new TV network on the scene.
I'ma walk like a CEO, think like a boss. Every setback I had turned to gain, not lost. Mind on clarity, feet on grind. Built from the truth, that CEO state of mind. Power in my steps, vision in my lane. I don't follow waves, I create my name. This ain't hype, this purpose designed. I live loud in my CEO state of mind.
They want the crown, but not the pain. I made my peace inside the flame. Ownership, that's every choice. I don't fold, I found my voice. Every win, that's earned, not luck. Every no, just fuel I tuck. I'm not here to break or blend. I break the mold and set new trends. Mindset strong like steel and gold. My silence ball, what lies won't hold no.
Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up.
Questions were exact and to the point of what I needed, but immediately I was able to apply some extra income come immediately. This
About to get back. Need some get back.
Hey there, welcome. Hey there, welcome back. We have with us today from Distinguished Authors Guild, award-nominated author, and she has been a past guest. Guys, if you guys are not already aware of the Beauty Emporium out in South Holland, I want you guys to get locked in with Paula Karl. Welcome to Wake Up CEO, Paula.
Hey, thanks for having me.
So how's everything been? Tell us how everything's been going with the Beauty Emporium.
Wow. It's going. Everybody is coming out supporting. So I am happy that the word is getting out. I still need some support where everybody just come on out, come back, continue to come. But it's getting out here. I had to do some changes, right? Because on the top of the sign, they thought it was like a hair salon or spa area. So I literally had to write the word beauty supply store on there. And so my nephew, like, you got to make it plain to these people, auntie, So yeah, you can't use these high tech words. I'm like, okay, but I was trying to be a little different. Sometimes a little different kind of get you out the lane. but it's all good. It's all good. So yeah.
Okay, so since the last time we spoke, I know you had the Beauty Emporium, you had the new things that you were doing for alopecia. Can you tell us a little bit about that before we dive into this book? Because I got to talk about all the business, Paula. You know that we don't do that where we just talk about just the book. We got to talk about how everything is growing.
Yes. So I do have a hair salon, which is called Sheer Designs 2 and Hair Restoration. I help clients with alopecia, help them restore their hair naturally. I also help clients get their wigs through their medical insurance. And then I also am an ambassador for Wigs for Kids, where I help children get their wigs through the Wigs for Kids Foundation. And many of the kids I support are so ecstatic and happy just to be, feel like a sense of normal for them. Everybody is not made to wear a bald head, which I'm not knocking that. But, children have a different look and vision and how they want to look. So just to be able to help them out, to be an ambassador for Wigs for Kids is one of the things that really is joyful for me to support those children.
I mean,
I need her information. My son has alopecia.
Hold on, so we got people down here already getting your information. They want to make sure they get locked into you, Paula.
Yes.
So where can they go to find out more information just about your hair emporium as well as how your treatments with alopecia?
So if they want to go to the beauty supply store, it's SD Beauty Emporium. You can follow me on Instagram or Facebook, SD Beauty Emporium. For Instagram, it's SD_Beauty Emporium. And then for the salon, is Sheer Designs 2 with Roman numeral 2. You can always Google it. You can contact my phone. And you can send a text message. That phone is a mobile phone for the business. So you can also text and we get it started and get you in and see what we can do to support you.
So that's what I'm talking about. We got to make sure we support. And now let's get to why you're with me, other than to talk about all these illustrious businesses. Your award-nominated book. Come on now, let's clap that up.
Look, she put the confirmation in. She said award. She said award. Steve, it's nominated, right?
You gonna win. We gonna win. I confirm. I'm confirming. We don't just talk about it. We confirm it.
I'm still believing. But So my mission here is to bring inclusion and awareness about children with disability, right? So I really don't call it disability. I call it different ability, or diverse ability, right? Or diverse learning. So I'm a special education teacher on top of what I do as far as in the beauty industry. So I help children to obtain learning through different modalities, So my first book was converted into text-to-speech and Spanish book. But this book, I have different activities to support parents and children and teachers to support them with children who have a different disability, right? So this story was written to, and I'm actually at the back of my source. So if you hear some sounds, please ignore it. This story was written to share importance and inclusion of significant differences and to show kindness and empathy to those children who have a different ability. So if you can look back here in my book here, so I have printed on here, said the ability to think beyond this, DIS. So we want to think beyond this because they all have ability. And so we look outside of this, children can gain and do so many creative things if we just allow them to be and show their ability. So this is my coloring book, and it goes with the actual book here. And again, on the book, I wanted to show that inclusion, the diversity piece into it. So that's why I went with the different colorful fullness of how we all make up. So, yeah. So, and this book really was inspired from a true story. You know, I went to the park with my daughters, and the book is inspired by that story. So, it's a great book. I want you guys to go pick it up. You and look, and I'm spilling the beans already. It is on my website. My name, Paula M. Karl, Karll. It is on there. So I'm excited about this book, and just to share and get it in the hands of those who want to have more diverse books.
Absolutely. I mean, one, your mission just around the books. I mean, your overall mission. We're helping kids who have different abilities, and I love the statement of different abilities, because we all. I'm going to say this in all respect. We're all disabled. We all have something that's different about ourselves, and I've never liked the word of disabled, because what does that mean? I mean, we put meaning. I know it's meaning in the dictionary, but what does that really mean? We all have different things that we are challenged with.
Yeah.
And just because someone is challenged with something that we're going to classify as a debilitating illness
Or limit them
thing does not mean that they're not able to do other things. And just because that means they're different.
Right.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I like different. You like different? Because
and I say different is okay.
We're just gonna be honest. Different is in, because different. Think about this: managers, leaders are people who think outside the box, that are different. Everybody who's the same, and I'm saying this for the show, as well as the conversation, is people that are the same are they're considered the rank and file. Have you heard that statement? The rank and file, the people, that's just the rank and file workers. Wow. Because they are the ones who are just doing what they were told to do, as opposed to thinking outside the box and figuring out how to do something better.
Yeah.
Because those are the ones who excel.
Yeah.
The ones who think differently. So that's why I really like when you said different ability. I'm like, that plays right into everything. I love the differentiation of individuals in general. And for you to be highlighting and working with and trying to help and trying to remind them that they are special and not the special needs, the special ed, all those specials that go along with it in society, but they're special and uniquely them.
Yes. And then I do want to add too that in addition to what my book, I do have a nonprofit organization which is called Donate Knowledge. In this organization, what I do is I get books that are self-published, independent authors, and I do a collection of books to bring back and give it to students who are in underserved communities, help them with books so that they can expand. So it's called Building a Diverse Library, to provide books, inclusion, and accessible for all children. So that is my mission, to make sure that children get access to books. It's okay to go to the library and sit there and read. You know, I want these first graders to read chapter books. I mean, my daughter is reading a book now. I actually just sent it to my sister. My first grader is reading like a whole book, so they can do it. You know. And I'm in a realm in a situation where I do work in the area where children come to me in first grade that can't decode sound. And I want to change that narrative. I want to change that so that children can start picking up and love and have a diverse book library in their own home. So that is the mission for my Donate Knowledge.
Man, I mean, this has been such an insightful, just this little 10 minutes you've been on, just giving us insight after insight about how to help individuals in different situations and not being too busy to show up.
Yeah.
That's what that sounded like to me. Yeah. That you're not too busy to show up to help someone, show up to remind someone who they are, show up to help, utilize other authors to help other collections for other individuals. That is an awesome. We need to do that for adults too, though, Paula. I'm putting that on your plate next. We're gonna expand your business to adults as well, because I would definitely donate to the cause of making sure that people at the end of the day find things that are going to help them find success at the end of the day. I really appreciate all that. So with that being said, what's the new book? I know we got other stuff on the horizon. What's the next book coming out?
So it all connects to what I do in the salon and helping children with getting their alternative solution with their wigs, right? So I do want to help and talk about my experience getting those clients in and then getting the experience. So I get them when they don't have any hair, to measuring them and to waiting weeks and weeks for their custom wig to come in, to putting it on, to styling it. So I want to talk about that era in a kid-like form. So if I do decide to go into, or they allow me to go into a cancer unit patient, unit where children are, that I can share that story so that they can feel comfortable that, hey, I am going through the same situation.
I had to take a note on the cancer unit part because I want to make sure that I speak to you offline a little bit about that and see what we can do about getting you in some places and having those conversations with individuals who need that upliftment and need to hear that inclusion and hear that it's okay that you get a support and get one of those wigs. It's okay to have a wig because when you hear stigmatism about, oh, you got on a wig. So what? So what? I mean,
you're right.
So
now you know what too.
Miss Paula, I don't want to leave the ladies out since they're here joining me, Miss Paula. We if you were in the green, you was back there in the green room watching. Yeah. So we got Miss Niki Spiller in with me today and Miss D Woods. So
hey ladies,
questions, please go ahead and ask.
Well, before she go into that, I want to add this. So what I want to do is to make sure that people are comfortable. So people wear for fashion, which is great. People wear for a need because they want to feel the fulfillment of having hair because they lost it through medical conditions. However, I just want, since I am on the air, I do have on a wig, but this is for fashion. So if you do like it, you can come on the SDSD Emporium and get it. I just have to put that out there.
Look at this one. She said you want to make sure that everyone knows you have something for everybody to come and enjoy and indulge in. That's what I'm talking about. Do you ladies have any questions you got for Miss Paula? I don't want her to think that she came here and didn't get all of that information out of her today.
I was just gonna ask, like, if when a parent does come to you, what is the process?
Say it one more time.
When a parent does come to you that does have a child that may need a wig, what is the process on making them feel comfortable, the family feel comfortable, and the child feeling comfortable?
Yeah, so if they are going through the wig foundation, there's a process that they go through, and it is free to them. They don't have to pay for the wig. So if they do go through that foundation, it is free for them. I do make sure that I have conversations with the children and the mom. So there's background information that we fill out before the session, before the consultation is happening.
Okay.
Do you serve men, young men?
Yes. So I have done all diverse, all ethnicity. So I did post one on my Instagram page of a young man, so you can see him. But yeah, we do men, young men. If they do, like I said, go through the Wigs for Kids Foundation, again, it's complimentary. You don't have to pay for it. It's just a process that you have to go through.
Also, with the hair treatments but besides the wig install, with the hair treatments for the scalp, have you come across a patient that it actually worked? Because, I'm not sure if everyone know alopecia doesn't have a cure. So it's just something that...
It depends on what alopecia. So there's at least, about different types of alopecia. And depending on what type of alopecia it is, it may not grow back. But the beauty of me knowing that is that I look at the hair under the microscope. So before I do any treatment, we do a consultation, we do a microscopic, and then I'll let you know if the follicles are healthy enough. If some follicles are healthy enough to grow. Okay.
So, I mean, Paula, because I know this answer, I want you to, could you do me a favor and expound a little bit on alopecia? Because I know that people think alopecia is this disease, but can you really explain a little bit about what alopecia really is and the different actual types of hair loss? Because that's what alopecia really means. Correct?
Right. So alopecia is the medical term for hair loss. Right. And so there are different forms of alopecia. There's autoimmune system, where sometimes that does go back. There is environmental. There is factor of, now they put a new term for us, ethnicity. Where it's called traction alopecia, where we put things on our hair, glue and everything. So they made a term for us, right? So and then scarring alopecia, right? So sometimes scarring alopecia does not grow, but I have seen evidence where scarring alopecia has grown back in different areas. So it may be a scar here, but in that scar there is some follicles that are able to grow. So you might not have a full of hair, but you may have some hair grow back. So that's the difference between understanding how the follicle works and how the hair grows.
Mm-hmm. And that's the difference between people having conversations and people being experts. Yeah. Correct?
Yes.
And you are an expert at this, correct? Give a little background. Come on, Miss Paula. You know I'm gonna put you out there in the way. I'm not gonna let you just come in here and just give a little bit of information and drizzle that out there as Nikki be doing with her drip, just putting a little drip on it. We gonna go all the way into it. And tell them a little bit about your background, a little bit about you, and so they can have an understanding that we're speaking to an expert. We're not just speaking to someone who is having a conversation about hair.
Yes. So naturally, I am a cosmetologist for over 25 years. So the growing pandemic and epidemic of people losing their hair hit a trigger for me that I wanted to find out more. At that time, when I was looking to enhance my career in cosmetology, I was also experiencing hair loss myself. And after 20 years of doing hair, I was like, wow, if I don't really know what to do with my hair and I'm an expert, then I can't help people that I service, right? So I decided to go back to school and get some training into what is hair loss. So I'm a trichologist, right? So that's a long word. So a trichologist, I study the hair and scalp. So I studied the hair and scalp, did some training and extra training to do that. In that, I also help clients and look at what the root cause is for hair loss. In addition to that, then I also look at, and it's not just products, products don't just grow the hair, it's what we put in our bodies, all those things. So making sure that it's naturally and helpful and in a healthy way for us. So that's what I study and did for a period of time. So I'm more so into the hair and scalp and the healthiness of why hair loss happens. Also, how can I get this hair loss back to grow my clients' hair and to make sure that they are happy with the results. So that is in a nutshell of what I do as a trichologist. That's what I do. I have a team. Actually, I have a hair loss, a non-surgical hair replacement specialist in my salon. And then I also have another trichologist in my salon as well. So we help clients to help them get their hair back.
Well, wait a minute. We didn't got some more help since the last time I talked to you. I appreciate you. You're not gonna give me any credit, but I did give that advice when you were sitting here. So
yeah, because I couldn't do it all.
There's got to be some support there. So I'm glad to hear that you got some support and actually got some individuals to give you some assistance so you can serve. I say this at the end of the day: when you're trying to service as many clients and trying to help as many people, you need assistance to be able to do that. Yeah. And so it's good to hear that you got some assistance to make sure that we can help the maximum amount of people possible. That is awesome to hear. And then also to talk a little bit more about understanding the actual point of hair loss isn't just with the follicles themselves, it's actually what you put in your body. Mm-hmm. It's having that education of what you eat, what you drink actually affects your hair, because your hair grows, but then it's dead at the ends and all those things. So we have to really have an understanding about hair in general. Exactly.
It's a plant. That's one of my cosmetology friends. He said that he was like, think of your scalp as like the dirt. You got to make sure it's moisturized. You got to make sure
like the dirt.
He said it's like grass. He said you see dead grass and then you bring it back to life once you give it the nutrients and everything it needs. I said, oh, okay.
In addition to that is blood flow. So we gotta look at what the blood flow is doing as well too. So that's the important part. And also the nutrients that we put in our body. You know, we gotta look at a lot of things. So like I said, it can also be environmental, like, you know, we outside or in the dust or inside our home. And if we got some things that's inside our home that's toxic, you know, it can damage the hair and our body. So it's a whole gamut of things that happens and causes hair loss. It's just not one thing, but we do want to make sure that we are looking at it in a holistic way to transition it and to make sure that it is going to help the client. So yeah.
What I appreciate, and I want to thank you for saying holistic. Yes. Where you're not just having a conversation about just the hair, you're actually having a holistic approach where you're asking the questions about diet. You're actually looking at it under a microscope, making sure that you're making a full assessment of a situation before you actually give a product. I really appreciate that because it's just ironic. I am in the process of going to a dermatologist to clear up my skin, and it just happens to be that you guys will see a whole vlog about it because I'm terrified of needles and I almost didn't go. But we'll talk all about that when y'all see my stuff on Fyre because I'm big on Fyre is just fake evidence appearing real anyway. But because believe me, it was way worse in my mind than it is actually in person. But I went to the dermatologist. And they told me one thing to do. They gave me a whole list of products and all this stuff. And then I went to another. And I'm going to be honest, before I use the products, that's crazy. I'm just one of these type of people who I got to have two opinions. I go to the second dermatologist, and she's like, hey, if you don't fix the root cause problem, you're going to still have all of these same issues. Those creams will cover it up, will clear it up for a short period of time, but then you're going to have this and this and this. And think about this, her actual facility doesn't even offer the service that I end up needing. So it wasn't as if she was giving me the information for her. She had to refer me out to someone else. But she wanted to make sure that I got the help for what I was looking for and didn't just waste money. And that's what it said, and that's what I liked about that consultation, and that's what I heard from you, that you're giving that full assessment. And because I was mad when I went in the first place, I spent $100 on stuff, and I'm like, what the heck is all this mess? And then so I got my second opinion, and she's like, you're not gonna need any of that in the next 6 months.
Wow.
So all of the stuff I bought from them, I'm not gonna need any of it in 6 months. She said, you do this, you do these things, and in 6 months it'll start clearing those things up.
See,
but it goes to when you actually get someone who know what they're doing and they actually care.
Yeah.
And from all of the things that you talked to us about today, you care about the people, you care about them finding success in a multitude of ways, as well as growing back the hair. I mean, because some of us we take that very seriously. The hair is our crown.
Yeah.
And we'll feel if my hair was started falling out, I wouldn't be on Wake Up CEO. I'd be in my bed talking about, we gotta get some help now. Paula, I'm not leaving this house till y'all call somebody. I'm gonna have a hat on, and I'm just giving y'all the real. We're gonna be honest here. I mean, I love my hair.
What do you like? He did on Martin. What's her name?
Pam.
Yeah, when she burnt the hair off of that lady.
Oh wow!
Gorgeous. You are gonna turn heads.
Yeah, in my bed, because I'm not leaving that room with. All it takes is one lot to fall out, guys. Y'all know why I'm not on Wake Up CEO. Y'all all know why my video stopped on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I mean, I'm going off the grid immediately. Exactly. But so I mean, and if that's how I'm gonna feel, having somebody who's gonna actually help me restore my confidence in myself. That's what I'm loving about what you're saying, restoring confidence. But I want to make sure you don't get off of here before you answer the question of the day, ma'am.
Okay.
So, what did your last lesson teach you?
Wow. Oh,
Make you think.
well, I went through some unforeseen changes in my education at school where I teach, and it taught me to stand firm, to don't shift, but stand on truth, right? And so I stood on that, and in the end, I prevailed. I'm not sure how long I will be in that position, but a lot of things has happened where I have to just don't agree with some things and stand true to who I am and stand true to what I believe in, is true to supporting people that I support. So really just the truth and standing firm and standing strong in what I believe.
That was a heck of a lesson. I love that. Love that. And it was funny, before you came on, Nikki was talking about standing on business. And a lot of people don't stand on the business with themselves. And I really can appreciate what you just said about really just standing on your truth and being honest and being true to you, and then standing up for the people around that sometimes they don't stand up for themselves.
Right. Or don't have a voice to.
I love that. Love that. So, I mean, before you get off of here, I gotta get one last question about that book. We're gonna get them books out here. Bring them books back out, because you done took them down. They're not up there anymore. We want everyone to see how they can get involved. So when you were writing these books, and you told us what your mission was for them, what do you want everyone to take away with why they should get Ellie Meets? I can't see the name of the other, because I know you have two different ones.
Ellie Meets a New Friend. The second book is the nominated book. Ellie Meets a New Friend.
Okay, so what do you want them to take away from this book and take on for their future in their lives? Because even though it's a kid's book, children learn a lot better than adults, and people that have no idea. They learn quicker, they take in more information, and they utilize that information a lot quicker. We have all our roadblocks that we didn't put in our own way. Kids don't have those things.
Yeah, so what I want everyone to take away is that I already incorporated discussion questions. I already incorporate learning activities to help support with parents in communicating with their children and encouraging them with children that are different than them. So it's already incorporated. So if you grab this book, grab even in the coloring book, again, there's learning activities, there's affirmation in this book that children can grow and to learn and to be engaging like with the activity and empower them, right? So that's what I want. The takeaway is already in the book, and it's already on the back of the book. It's a lot of things, and like I said, I have a personal connection in this book where I talk about how this book inspired me at the park with my daughters, going to the park. So it is a message from me, a personal message in the book. So and then also, wait, let me see if I got it in here. Oh no! So my daughters also made a flower. So again, to talk about how that flower was. So they hand made flowers in there. So each person that grabs a book, I am until the supplies run out. There's a special note and then a handcraft flower for each child that gets a book.
Oh, that was a whole. I love that you got your daughters involved as well. So that means that we're going to see the next generation have some of those same qualities that you have. That is just awesome. Yes, I appreciate all of the work that you're doing. I appreciate all of the recognition that is going on out there, and all the information that you're bringing to help everyone find success. And I thank you once again for joining me on Wake Up CEO. Thank you. I really appreciate you, Paula.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
So one more time, tell them where they can find you, where they can find your book, and how they can get involved with your causes.
I'm not gonna mess up like what my girl said. She said, Amazon, I ain't gonna mess up. But you can find it on there. But I do have my own website. So it is Paula M. Karl, KARLL.com. You can get it on there. But again, all these online platforms, you can too. So I do want to just put that out there. But again, you can go to my website and purchase your book.
All right. Thank you again for joining me. And until next time, I want you to know that I'm gonna have you on here again once you are the award winning. We calling that into existence. The award winning author. We're gonna bring you back on here, and we're gonna talk about how it felt to get those awards.
Awesome.
But my last question before we get you off here is going to be this: how does it feel to be nominated?
Oh my goodness, this is my second nomination. So my first book did win awards, so I am excited about that. And excited that this second book is also nominated for the DAG Award, which is a great community I'm so great to be a part of. I am also an ambassador for DAG, Distinguished Author Guild, so I am happy about that. So, it's just opening up doors. I'm able to just network, connect, communicate, and to share my story through different outlets and media forms. So I am grateful for this opportunity.
Absolutely. And, as a fellow ambassador, I am grateful that I have other ambassadors pushing out the word. We're pushing the word out there for all the authors who are a part of Distinguished Authors Guild. So the 32 nominees that have been nominated for award-winning for their new award-winning books. Unless you're in my category, sorry, you're not going to be award-winning. But if you're not, I'm claiming my category. But at the end of the day, we're pushing every author out there who has their books on a platform to make sure that you find success. Even though I cracked the joke, we are in collaboration. We are not in competition, and we're going to hug each other no matter who wins those awards. Because at the end of the day, it's about you taking the opportunity for putting yourself out there, putting your information out there. Just like she's got her book, we're gonna have Nikki in next year with her book in the Distinguished Authors Guild.
My girl.
I'm already putting that out there.
All right.
Writing that book next year, and then we got another one coming out. We heard both of them.
Both of them. The other one is already there. I just gotta push it.
Up. So we got more coming the way. More coming that way. So thank you, Paula, for joining us on Wake Up CEO. And until next time, you stay being focused on being the best CEO in you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. All right. So I thank you guys as usual for joining me on Wake Up CEO. And before I get off the air, I gotta do my leadership. Y'all know I don't be playing. I gotta make sure you guys get locked into that leadership. 3-point play that is powered by Say I'm Possible Academy. Play 1, accept the fall. Every great comeback starts on the ground. Get up with grace. Play 2, apply the lesson. Growth only sticks when you put the lesson into practice. Play 3, advance the mission. Use your testimony to build others and lead with light. That is the leadership 3-point play that was powered by Say I'm Possible Academy, where self-leadership gets GPS. Guys, I have had the pleasure to have Niki Spiller in the building. Woo! Then we had D Woods in the building. And if you guys are trying to find out more information about their shows that are on the CEO State of Mind network, get locked in on BHC Media app. It's on Roku, Fyre TV, Andrew TV, and Apple TV. So that means, you can't miss it. Just get locked in. And also you can catch Niki here. What day are you here, Niki?
Oh, I'm not here.
Yeah, oh wow! Hey, see that tells you what happens when D Smith left that show. I stopped even keeping up with it. That's bad for me. Bad.
I ventured off into doing my own thing now. I told you the second half of the year is mine. The second quarter is mine.
She just said she reclaiming her peace and she regained her peace so she can now. It's time to level up. Yes. So. Before we get off there, I want you guys one more time to tell them where they can find you. Starting with you, Niki.
Facebook, Nikisha Kenyatta Spiller, Nikia. I know it doesn't sound like Nikki, but it's Nikisha. Niki Spiller on Instagram. And you can also follow my sign, Astro Signs, got its own page. Life with Niki Podcast has its own page. And also so does Nikki Fleek Designs.
Niki Sleek Designs. Get ready, because we're gonna put some drip on my stuff. We gotta get we gotta get some drip on it. We gotta get some drip on it.
You can find me on Facebook, Dion God's Cover Girl Woods, or Instagram, D Cover Girl. Or if you want some delectable edibles, you can hit me up at Stuckies, STUCKEES.
And get ready for that new brand that she's getting ready to launch. We're not gonna talk about it yet. Y'all get ready, because the CEO mastermind is about to just help her along to bring that brand to life. Get ready for that brand to hit, and you guys will be seeing those posters. You will be seeing that promo. You gonna see it, so get locked in. And until next week, CEOs, I want you guys to be the best version of you every single day, and just come here every Wednesday from 3 to 5 so we can remind you of who you are. Until next week, be up, out, and moving to the greatness we all know lies within who? You.
Okay.
Do you feel stuck? Like your dreams are just out of reach? It's time to change that narrative. Use life's setbacks to fuel the fire within. I'll walk you through the exact steps I took to move from $7 an hour to multiple six-figure success. The roadmap includes practical strategies, real-world mindset shifts, and the habits that help me rise against the odds. Welcome to #Poverty to Six Figures, a journey that goes beyond just financial success. This is about breaking free from the cycle and claiming your desires, transforming your life, unlocking your potential, and finally living the life you deserve. Get your copy today. Start your journey towards financial freedom. Are you ready?
6 figures couldn't change my mind.